Hello everyone, XQ Crafting here. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you an update video. I did this project on my kitchen over 2 years ago in December of 2020, and I wanted to give you an update on how everything looks. So I wanted to apologize in advance because I have very shaky hands. I'm not good at recording the videos, holding my camera, and since I don't really talk on my videos when I'm recording, I normally do a voiceover, I was kind of nervous, so that didn't help. So I wanted to apologize in advance. I will leave the link for the original video makeover at the end of this video and also in the description box below. Hello everyone, I would like to give you a little update on how my kitchen looks after over 2 years of applying contact paper, of doing like a makeover with contact paper. So obviously there are little scratches and tears here and there, but mainly it still looks good. So I'm just gonna go close to show you everything I done and how everything looks today. So this is the counter, and it does have a little tears and scratches in here, but it still looks good. See, it still looks really good. And the back here. When I was doing this counter, I tried my best to take all the bubbles out. That's why I have a counter that is not too bad, not too bad yet. So it does on the corners have some scratches and the paper is lifting, but in the middle is still good. This is like the seam, like where I put the paper together, and as long as you keep it clean and be careful not to scratch, be careful not to like use sharp objects on top of it, you should be good. So the knobs are not the best because they're the old ones we had. We didn't primer, we just covered with spray paint, kind of a silver spray paint. So after a few years, of course, the paint will come off because, like I said, we did not primer. But like I have a little scratch here. Just this is a scratch because that was a little hole on the counter. So this is like a little dent that was already on the counter. So because of the bubble that it was there, that came off. But yeah, but you can see, like, mostly besides the little scratches here and there, it looks really good still. But again, you have to be sure to take out the bubbles, and I'll show you what happened when you don't. So this is the end of the counter, and the parts that we don't use, like we not keep moving stuff around very much, is still brand new. Doesn't have scratches at all. Look at the walls. This is all also contact paper, so it looks brand new. And someone asked me in my original video about this. I hope you can see it, and of course, see that's a little scratch in here and that's a tear in there. But someone asked me about this. This is because the doors has a groove, and when I was trying to apply the contact paper, I did not know how to go about that. So I just covered the whole door with the contact paper, but it was showing the groove, and I did not like that. But I did not want to waste either, so I just left it that way. That was the first door I did, and then I did the second one, and I just realized I did not like that look, because I did try to make it in pieces, like per parts, like do the middle first and then cover the sides and see how it looked. That looked terrible. So what I did was I took it, I completely scratched that and tried this, and it still didn't look like I wanted. So I use post board to cover first. I attached to the door first with Scotch tape, and then I covered with contact paper. So the reason why this one doesn't have that groove is because it's covered with postboard first, but not the foam one, just like the thin one that is like a postboard. That I cover with that first, and then I cover with contact paper. So this door, I had already done it, so I didn't want to waste that much paper, so I just left as it was. But obviously, because of the groove, you can see it here that it tears it. That's a gap right here. So obviously, if there is any sharp object hitting this, it will make a tear. And that's what happened here. Something sharp hit it and it made a tear, and I never fixed it, but I can. I still have paper. I can fix that, but I didn't. But you can see like the parts where we did not, like, we don't use very much, don't touch it very often. You can, but I'm just letting you know that it looks brand new. It's like nothing ever changed, nothing ever happened. And by the way, that's a lot easier to clean, at least for me with this contact paper that I used. It's a lot easier to clean now that it has the contact paper than it was before without it. So I just wanted to let you know that. And those are the walls, and here is the part that we have the most scratches. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's a scratch because of the pan and the knives, and yeah, because we use this part of the kitchen of obviously the most, so that's where all the scratches and tears will be more predominant. And here I have scratches, and you see that is lifting off. It is lifting up because there are bubbles there. This is not a smooth surface. That was something here that is kind of bumpy, and I didn't think about making it smooth first. So I just applied the contact paper and it is lifting, so it has a bubble there. So that's why this happened. See, the same thing. That's a huge bubble in here, and of course it teared, but everything else looks perfect. And of course also where the water hits the most next to the wall there, it lifts the contact paper because I didn't press it down good enough. It's all about taking off the bubbles. So because I didn't take all the bubbles out, it lifted off and obviously started tearing pieces apart. But here's the other side, and more bubbles in here. But you see, everything looks brand new. You have to be careful when cleaning, and then be careful when you have some sharp object next to it so it doesn't tear. Here it teared apart a little bit. You see? It looks still brand new, besides this that we just spray painted. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on how the kitchen looks. If you have if you're thinking about doing it and you don't know how it's gonna look, it takes a while to do it. It is a time-consuming project, but it's not hard. It's not a hard project at all. And if you're on a budget, that might be something you want to look into it. If you ask me if I would do it again, absolutely, yes, I would do it again. And if I would do it again, now that I learned, I would just do it differently. Take the bubbles out, try to cover the grooves with postboard paper because it looks a lot better, and that's it. But I would definitely do it again. It's a project that I still have my kitchen looking nice and clean and better than it was before, over 2 years later. So yeah, I hope you try, and if you do have any questions about the material I used, you can just leave it in the comments down below. If you have any questions about the project at all, just leave me a comment and I'll be be happy to answer back to you. Thank you for watching. Bye. If you like this video and like craft content, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Subscribing is free and it helps my little channel grow. If you do subscribe, just make sure you hit the bell icon below the video and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you.